The Joker is trash, and I'm gonna tell you why. It all starts with his powers. He has none, but that's not really an issue. The problem is, he's powerful because of the writers. I mean, I can understand him kidnapping a couple of civilians. I mean, what villain can't do that? You know? But let's look at the film Assault on Arkham. Somehow he easily handles Deadshot and almost kills him. Deadshot's an assassin, and I don't mean some little assassin, you know, some little baby assassin. I mean a genuine one who's been trained in lots of martial arts. The Joker hasn't. I don't even get how this fight wasn't over in a couple seconds. Also, the Joker manages to somewhat survive this.
They never did find the Joker's body, did they?
Like, what do you mean? A human does not survive this. The Joker is not on no super serum juice. He's not on no testosterone. He's just an average guy. The writers just give this guy too much power for what makes sense. You know what I mean? I would get it if he was on Bane's serum. You know, I'd understand him surviving a couple falls. And if he trained with the League of Assassins. But he didn't. He didn't. And how's he a good shot? I can understand if he was at the shooting range every day. But this guy is normally always in prison or trying to get out. Okay, maybe you could say I'm going after Assault on Arkham a bit too much. So let's look at something else where the Joker is nothing but writers. Injustice. How does he pull this off? Bro, are you telling me that the Flash, who can run around the world 7 times in 1 second, couldn't catch up to him? Are you serious? Makes no sense to me. Also, can we quickly talk about how bad the Flash got done in the Injustice film? Bro, he would not have died that way whatsoever. And they killed him off so quickly, and he was like a main part in the Injustice. Are you serious, bro? Also, in Death of the Family, somehow he manages to kidnap all of the Bat family. All of them, apart from Batman. But it just makes no sense. You know, these guys are at the peak of their physical performance and were trained by one of the best fighters in that universe and know a lot, and I mean a lot, of martial arts, managed to get kidnapped. And also carry weapons, gadgets, all this stuff which probably costs millions, and somehow some guy that, I don't know, just had a bad day, manages to capture them and tie them up just to stress out Batman. Tell me how that happens. Just tell me how that happens. And you know who a better villain is than Joker? Click right here and I'll tell you all about it. Also, I think the way Batman treats him is really good. You know, Batman's just doing the right thing, giving him help he needs by putting him back in the asylum. You thought I was being serious? No, Batman should at least make a cell for him, because Batman's a billionaire with a B. Batman has so much tech and money, why doesn't he just make a cell in the Batcave for Joker? There's no downside to it, because he can't break out, because it's a $1 billion cell, and obviously the GCPD cells and Arkham Asylum aren't doing good enough, because he keeps breaking out. Surely Batman making a prison for him in the Batcave is not a bad idea. Also, Batman's whole "I'm not gonna kill him because it's too damn easy" doesn't make any sense. Because if it was too damn easy, why haven't you done it yet? And why hasn't anyone else done it? Because the Joker wouldn't stand a chance against anyone like Deathstroke. Also, another problem I have is that we see him so goddamn much, bro. All of the films, all of the Arkham games, it's just him. And I get he's Batman's most famous villain, but it's just so boring seeing him all the time. Also, they keep doing reboots of the Joker and the actors, which just makes it even more annoying to see his build-up every single time. And this applies to other characters too. And I remember seeing a clip of the Joker in the new Batman film, and I was just so annoyed that they were adding him. I wanted them to throw in Mr. Freeze or something like that for their next film, but then I was like, oh great, another Joker film. But don't get me wrong, there have been films where they've done the Joker really good, but I just don't want to keep seeing it. So what I really think they should do is have Bane. Oh, wait, they should have Mr. Freeze and do him properly this time. Or any of the other villains that Batman has. Just stop picking the Joker. Also, can you please subscribe, because the more subs I get, the more work I'll put in. So it's a win-win situation for the both of us. Also, I've already said enough about the Arkham Joker in this video, I'll just play the clip. In the Asylum, the Joker kinda just wanted to have like a Jim Bro army to take over Gotham. But don't get me wrong, he looked pretty aesthetic. And in City, he just wanted his cough medicine bag. And he couldn't even get that! Also, I hate the Joker's motivation and backstory. Like, he just had one bad day and he decides to blow up an orphanage. Everyone has a bad day. Like last week, I stubbed my toe on my bed, but instead of poisoning the water supply in Gotham, I just cried for an hour. And the whole thing about him being crazy is kinda silly, because he always does the same thing. Stress out Batman. You know what crazy people do? They buy a TV and not watch anything. Or, they buy bath water from different e-girls and make a whole new bath from all the bath waters. Now that's pretty crazy. But don't get me wrong, there have been a couple good Jokers. Like, Mark Hamill was a great voice for the Joker. Heath Ledger was an amazing actor. He definitely deserved that Oscar. Real quick, I just wanted to say that Heath Ledger's Joker is one of my favorite Jokers, right? All the problems in this video does not relate to him. I'm not talking about the Heath Ledger Joker at all in this video. What I liked about him the most was how smart he was, you know? He always had a plan and reasons for why he did things. And he was always one step ahead of Batman, and he knew that he couldn't win against Batman in a 1v1 hand-to-hand combat. Anyway, and Cameron McGonaghy is really underrated in my opinion. Also, if you're wondering who my favorite villain is, just click here. And thank you guys so much for 100 subs. It means the world to me. See ya!
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.